Money tip. So most people know this, but I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't. Some suppliers, when you're buying materials, will offer prompt pay. When they offer prompt pay, they give you a discount for paying for your materials on time. So if you owe $100,000 at the end of the month, you pay on time, they may give you a 2% discount, and that's on top of your rebate. So check with your supplier to see if they offer it.
This is a tutorial on how to make short videos or reels, the vertical ones, vlog style, in Davinci Resolve Studios. Let's get to it. So I find my clip, drop it in the edit. Some people drop their clip in the media pool. I don't got time for that. Put it right in the editor. Click on the clip.
Money tip. So most people should know this. No.
Find out where bro messed up. See, bro owns a successful roofing company. So it's a money tip. We take it, I already put that clip here. Then we have another one. Not as serious, just some filler content.
Coffee review.
So we got a coffee review.
What I was talking about. Coffee review.
We dropped it. It's good. So we'll get started on the actual work instead of the fun stuff. It's all fun stuff when you're saving the world. So we go to the project settings and we got to make it vertical. So we click the use vertical resolution. Save. Now it's vertical.
Money tip. So most people.
And it's kind of crooked. So we center bro. Looks good for my house.
Money tip. So most people know this, but I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't. Some suppliers, when you're buying materials, will offer prompt pay. When they will offer prompt pay.
So we're gonna want to cut the stutter out. Shortcut, the B key, the cut tool. B, cut tool. So we take it, highlight it, then we press A, back to the select tool. Shortcuts are important when they're important. Don't take shortcuts. In the name of Cat Williams.
Will offer materials. Will suppliers, when you're buying materials, will offer materials. You're buying material.
We take out the ums.
Materials will offer prompt pay. Materials will offer prompt pay. You're buying materials.
Materials. Cut it a little too short.
Materials.
Sounds good. I stayed up all night.
Money tip. So most people know this, but I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't. People know this, but I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't.
So this is kind of shaky.
But I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't.
So I want to move the camera because it seems like he goes to the right a little bit. So how we do this is when we want to move, when he starts moving.
Want to reiterate
right here. So I'll go up into the transform box. I'll press the little diamond. That's our starting point. This is how we move the frame smooth.
Want to reiterate in case maybe you don't.
That's where he seems to have stopped. So we already have our starting point. So at this point, where we press pause, we're going to take the position on the x-axis and move it to where he is. Get him centered.
Some
Just happened again. Get him centered.
suppliers, when you're buying
Get him centered.
materials, will offer, in case maybe you don't.
Seeing it's kind of still.
Some suppliers, when you're buying,
I didn't have the gimbal popping. I was just on the table with it. So we got to stabilize it. Good thing we got Davinci. Boom. Hugs it a little bit, zooms in a little bit, but check it out.
money tip. So most people know this, but I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't.
Smooth. Smooth.
Some suppliers, when you're buying materials, will offer prompt pay.
I know I got a clip somewhere of suppliers dropping off materials, so that's what we're going to look for. We want to keep organized. We are looking for Romeo High School. Can't find it. There it is. So we found it. We got our B-roll clip. We're going to put it in there. This will auto-populate to the top. Don't mind all this other stuff I got going on. I got like 5 projects in this one project. So you won't have all this other green stuff until we get to it. We find our supplier. Kind of cool. Got the logo. Got my in and out. I don't know if I mentioned this, but the shortcut to get a part of your clip, instead of dragging the whole thing down and cutting it short, you use your in and out. So you press I, shortcut, the I key for your in. Was a good in? Check it out. And I found out my out. It's a good out. O. So you press the O. We got our clip. We don't want the sound. It's a waste of time. It's B-roll. So we put it back. This little film roll, instead of the sound, instead of the whole thing, you just click the film roll. Get the B-roll.
When they offer prompt pay, prompt pay.
I don't like it. We'll move it to the side for now. That looks cool. I know he grabs the shingles, so we're going to have to cut it short. This is what we're working with.
But I just want to reiterate. Money tip. Money tip. So most people know this, but people know.
Forgot to explain what I'm doing.
Money tip. So most people know this, but I just.
So right when the Gulf Eagle,
People know this, but.
the logo stops by, we're going to press B, our shortcut, and we're going to cut it. Go back to A, click on the clip, right click. We want to change the speed. Slow motion. 9, good number, really slow. We go to our retime and scaling over here at the bottom. We press optical flow, so it's not all shaky. Shortcut.
I just want to reiterate. Know this, but I just want to reiterate.
Bring this back to 100.
In case maybe you don't.
I don't think that looks good. So we're gonna put it over here.
Suppliers when you're buying.
And as a previous roofer, I'm thinking about roofing suppliers. So we're gonna find some big ones. We're gonna go to Google. ABC Supply Co. We're gonna go to images. We are going to screenshot the look. I got a Mac. So if you pressed Shift Command 4, you can screenshot. Got ABC Supply Co. We're going to put it in our folder that we were using. Oh, we were not using that folder. So we're going to get back organized. Who else we got? So that now that we got all of our supply chains, we're gonna drop them in. Gulf Eagle looks like it's good and ready to go. Got the background removed, but we want to remove the background for the other ones. And Gulf Eagle really doesn't pop. Really doesn't pop. So go over here to Open FX. Search. We're looking for the drop shadow. We want to make Gulf Eagle pop. And you can play with this. I might add another one on top of it. Make it white. Now it pops. Got Wimset.
Want to reiterate.
Ready to zoom down. For things that we screenshot and we still have a white background, we want to go into the transform folder right next to the edit folder, because we're going to transform the background. So in Davinci, you press space and shift. And we are looking for the delta keyer. So we take the delta keyer, a little drop, go in the Y. Sometimes it doesn't work. So yeah, but sometimes that doesn't work. Either way, you're going to use either the delta or the luma keyer. These are all keyers. What does keyer mean? I don't know. So the luma keyer, see how it's kind of luma keying our logo? We want to invert that. Still kind of fuzzy. Make it pop. That looks good. Now we got ABC. Go back to our fusion. I think I called it transform. Press shift space. Find our delta. Check her out. That's not working. Find the luma. Invert that sucker. Make it pop. The edges are a little. So make it blur. Looks good for my house. Now we got beacon. Same thing. We're going to invert that sucker. Blur it.
On this, but I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't. Some supplier.
We're talking about suppliers.
Some suppliers, when you're buying material.
Looks good. Could be a little quicker.
Some suppliers, when you're buying.
ABC is a little big. The drop warp's here because I typed in drop, so we're just going to use it. So we check it out.
Some
Looks good. What I did with this is I copied it. Command C or Control C. And you click Control V, shortcut. Paste.
Some suppliers, when you're buying,
Make them a little shorter. Oh, looks like they're too short.
some suppliers, when you're buying,
Beacon could pop a little more, you know. It could pop. I'll make Beacon pop. There we go. Detroit Lions.
when you're buying materials. Some suppliers, when you're buying materials, will offer prompt pay.
See? Kind of how the voice pops because it had a little stutter.
When you're buying materials.
So we're going to take our clip that I didn't like in the first place.
When you're buying materials. Will offer
Chop it up a little bit. You know what this is? That's the place for it.
Buying materials. Will offer prompt. So, some suppliers, when you're buying materials, will offer prompt pay. When they
Prompt pay. Sounds nice. Sometimes I just cut stuff in half. Sometimes you just gotta.
They offer prompt pay. They give you will offer prompt pay. Prompt.
I like this font. So what I do is I hold Option and I drag it up, left, right, wherever I want. You hold Option, copy and paste. Which I just need prompt pay, obviously.
Prompt pay.
Prompt pay, it's gotta pop. Actually, no, it doesn't.
Pay.
It needs to be clean.
When they offer prompt.
He says it again. So we're gonna copy and paste it.
When they offer prompt pay, they give you a prompt pay. For prompt pay, they give you a discount. Will offer prompt pay. When they offer prompt pay, they give you a discount for paying for your material. They give you a discount for paying for your materials on time.
Discount. I like that word. We're going to take it to YouTube. Discount green screen. What we got? That's pretty cool.
Searching for the back.
YouTube to MP4. I like this one. I think it downloads viruses when you download stuff, but it's worth it. See, copy your YouTube URL, paste it, make sure it's on MP4, and you convert it. Take it straight from YouTube. Put green screens on TikTok. So we got her for sale. We're gonna drop her in. Looks good. No, it looks like a Target sale. Same thing. Get that Delta bar. Looks good. Small.
So if you discount for, give you a discount for pay.
I'm gonna paste that because I still got it.
A discount for paying for your materials on time. So if you owe $100,000 at the end of the month and you pay on time, they may give you a 2% discount, and that's on top of your rebate. Discount for paying for your materials on time. So if you owe $100,000.
I can't think of nothing clever, so we're gonna be lazy. I don't like the way I said that. Discount.
So if you owe $100,000 at the end of the month and you pay on time, they may give you a 2% discount, and that's on top of your rebate. So check with your supplier to see if they offer it. And that's on top of your rebate. Discount, and that's on top of your rebate. So check with your supplier to see if they offer it.
Horrible.
So check with your supplier to see if they offer it.
I copy and paste the suppliers back here. Looks good.
So check with your supplier. So check with your supplier to see if they offer it. Your supplier to see if they offer it. Give you a discount for paying for your materials on time. So if you owe $100,000. Materials on time.
On time. On time. We're going to download our clock. Put it in our folder. I like it. Drop these in. Same thing. I like to blur the edges so it's not so rough, you know. We got a little line at the bottom, so we want to crop the bottom.
So if you owe $100,000 for your materials on time, on time. So if you owe $100,000 at the end,
$100,000, same thing.
end of the month, you pay on time, they may give you a 2%. Pay on time, you owe $100,000 at the end of the month.
I'm gonna make the money shake. You know?
$100,000 at the end of the month, you pay on time, they may give you a 2% discount, and that's on top of your rebate. So check with your supplier to see if they offer it.
Now we need some sound. We really should get some sound first when we hear it out a little bit. But right now we're gonna find the sound. Nope. So I like to use Upwork or Upbeat. Upbeat's pretty good, but if you subscribe to them, their billing process is all messed up. They'll bill you twice and then wait because they messed up. But they be messing up all the time. We got some music. What's trending? Sounds good. I've used this in his previous videos. When we're choosing music, we're thinking about the crowd, the people that are listening to it. So these people are also roofers that are looking to learn. So we want to kind of be cool, like as if we're on the Facebook page for the actual roofing company page. We want the music to be directed at like 30 to 40-year-old women that like to go on Facebook a lot and go shopping at Target. Things like that. I'm going to make another video about creating a company avatar if you haven't seen it already. So we're going to drop our music down. This is my 2024 stuff. Keep track of it. We're going to drop it in. And then I know I have some sound effects somewhere. Yep, I got a folder for sound effects. So we're probably going to move this to the 2024 folder here soon. We want to keep organized. This stuff gets crazy. One of those swoosh. And we need some money. First, we're gonna add our music. Turn it down.
Money tip. So most people. Yeah. Money tip.
We want to keep the same font. And keep it looking straight.
Money tip. Money tip. Good. So money tip. So
So the money tip is in front of the money, so we want it to pop. That looks good.
So most people know this, but I. So most people know this, but I. So most people know this, but I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't. Some suppliers, when you're buying.
The suppliers. That's when we want to add our. Okay.
Some supply.
So I want to add my swoosh under my suppliers.
Some. You don't. Some suppliers, when you're buying. Some suppliers, when you're buying materials, will offer prompt pay. Materials will offer prompt pay. Prompt pay. They give you a prompt pay. They give you a discount for paying.
I'm just option, holding option, and it copies and pastes it.
For your materials on time. So if you owe $100,000 at the end of the month,
Cash register.
owe $100,000 at the end of the month, you pay on time, they may give you a 2% discount, and that's on top of it. So check with your supplier to see if they offer it. Check with your supplier to see if they offer it. To see if they offer it.
And we got our cash register in the front.
Money tip. So most people know.
Got our input and our output at the end. Maybe a little bit forward. Cool. So Davinci has its own subtitles now. So I'm gonna go to timeline, create subtitles from audio, I don't know what this stuff meant. And then we gotta spell check it.
Money tip. So most people know this, but I just tip.
I don't like the border.
So most people know this, but I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't. Some suppliers, when you're buying materials, will offer prompt pay. When they offer
Prompt pay.
they give you a discount for paying for give you. When they offer prompt pay, they give you a discount for paying for your materials on time. So if you owe $100,000 at the end of the month, you pay on time, they may give you a 2% discount, and that's on top of your rebate. So check with your supplier to see if they offer it. They offer it.
Beautiful. When we're done, we go to deliver. Find our spot where we want to drop it and export it. Name it. Money tip. So this isn't like something that's super cinematic. So we're gonna want to change the frame rate to 30 frames per second. So it's more like a sitcom, more like a humanized, more personal, not cinematic. Paramount, the company, not the movie. That's his company's name. And down here, we want to make this 30,000. Why? I don't know. We're going to stop it because we forgot to add our subtitles. We want to burn it into the video. Try again. We'll do another check. Make sure it looks good.
Money tip. So most people know this, but I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't. Some supplier.
I like it, but the money tip, we can do better.
So tip. So most people.
We're going to try it again. Replace. See how it's looking.
When you're buying with money tip. Money tip. So most people know this, but I just want to reiterate in case maybe you don't. Some suppliers, when you're buying materials, will offer prompt pay. When they offer prompt pay, they give you a discount for paying for your materials on time. So if you owe $100,000 at the end of the month, you pay on time, they may give you a 2% discount, and that's on top of your rebate. So check with your supplier to see if they offer it.